Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Doug Jenkins. You're over at the mastering studio, and we have the song Wait For You over here. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a brief on the actual signal of what was going on to bring the best out of the song. We started with a little EQ in this box here. Actually, a separation in the analog world from 90 hertz and down is getting monoed out from a summing box, which is really cool, by the way. What we do then is we have 90 hertz and up being fed to the bus, so it's not taken away from the bass. And in this, it's funny because we're like, one of the new pieces I got were WA2As. That piece really brought out what I wanted. It sort of like brought the tones out of what was already tracked well. Some of the things inside that I didn't want to do, you know, as I in mastering, sometimes it's what you don't do. You know, I tried some of the great stuff that I have in here, and it just sounded like it was a little bit too warm for the production, where the 2A had more of a mid-range like presence, where it brought all the great guitars out, the vocals, and so forth. That's one of the things that we're not trying to do, we are accomplishing and mastering, and sometimes our rooms are a little different. So yeah, this was a real light mastering session. It wasn't something, you know, I'm jumping through hoops here. I mean, I think these guys were, well, I was over there one day, it's those 412s, I think, and you have the 87 mics, which I was like blown away by this stuff. 76s, that they were the WA76s, and actually I think they used some WA2As on the actual session. But when you have that kind of heat, you really don't have to, you know, like I said, like throw this magic wand over the thing and say, hey guys, you know, and send it to them. But yeah, it's great when you start with that kind of thing, the right gain stages and so forth. So yeah, our philosophy here is, in mastering, it's funny because sometimes we need this aggressive, huge, you know, lift in the gain stage because it was tracked on either a smaller setup or something like that, where I'm sort of shooting in the dark, you know. But yeah, in this case, there wasn't any of that. This was a good session. The mix was great. The philosophy of the way that I do mastering is can I get to where I want to go without you hearing the effect of it? And that's what happened here. So yeah, it's impressive to me that the Warm Audio people put the 2As, but they put the stereo link. And to have that, I mean, you've heard some classic records with 2As, I mean, through history. So it was like, using that in the final stage could be very risky because it does have a tone, but the tone's worked on a lot of records. So yeah, I mean, check the song out, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing process when you get to work on great stuff.